Welcome back to another My Two Good Hands video. We're in the basement. We're back on some wood projects. The wife made another prototype of a birdhouse. This is another robin nesting box, a little different design, and got some little fanciness to it, not as squared off. She even got a piece of tin to make a roof. So we're going to get on this one. We're going to lay it out, show you what we're going to do. Going to make it. It'll be easy. So the first thing we're just going to do, we're just going to take her pattern here. I'm going to lay it here. We're just going to make a mark here. That way we can take this and just say there it is. Now you can see she put those nice little corners. What we did was we came in and set this up to be on here. We put that on there so it goes against here like this. You can see how we have that set. So now we should be able to put this on here and get the right angle we want, just like this, and bring it up to the corner here and just find it. We're going to be all set here. We'll bring you back when we're ready to cut. Okay, welcome back. Hey, we're ready to cut. First thing we're going to do is we're going to cut this wood here. There's some stuff in the way here. Going to cut this off right here. Now we have our front piece and our base piece here. We've got both of our sides and our back here. The only piece we haven't figured out is well, these are our two pieces for the sides. You can see how those came out nice. Again, we got some cuts for the bandsaw. So let's get set up for the bandsaw next. Oh, it's going to be hard to hear when we fire this up. So our next step for this is to drill the 2 holes for the screws. We got that on the pattern she made, so we'll get those laid out and drilled, and we'll bring you back. So our last bandsaw cut is to cut these out. We may end up getting another piece of wood because we really wanted this to come down and out longer, but this will work. We're going to cut these out. Let's get started up. Now what we can do to make this wood longer is we could take this, put some glue on here. We're going to glue this on so that we can make this bigger like we wanted. So we're going to go do that. So we're back with our Gorilla Glue and our parts here. So what we're going to do is we're going to start by putting some glue right here. Make sure we get a good cover. It's 100% covered. And we're going to take this piece and put it on here like this. So you can see we got that fully covered with glue. And we put this on there like that. Now, that's nice and smooth. What we're going to do is we're going to throw a clamp on there. I'm going to come in here, pick this up, bring our clamp down on here. Make sure we hold this smooth. You could put a dowel pin in here if you wanted. And there you go. That's glued. We'll do the other one, and we'll let these dry. Able to put it in here. There you go. Wipe any excess glue. We're all set. We'll be able to bring this farther out. Both of these will be able to do that. You can see. Welcome back. Hey, we are dry now on our glue overnight. So we take those two pieces loose. We'll put our clamps aside. Now, we still have that template, which we have to find, which is right here. This is the template that goes on here. Remember, we brought it up a little bit because of the extra thickness of wood. But what we want to do is just come in here and sketch the rest of this. And then right there's where we're going to cut it off. I do the same thing on this one. Come in and that. So what we'll do is we'll take these, and first thing we'll do is trim this off on the case of this one. So let's get that going. No, that's not going to work well. That's going to cut it, is it? Hey. Woo! Hey, look at that. A breaker pop. Okay, so we're back. I don't know why we popped the breaker with a saw. Now we don't. I don't know. You can kind of see we got cut part way. Line it up the other way now. Now we can come in and cut this other piece off. Put our template up here. Give it a little mark where we want it cut off. That's that one. Now we got to take the bandsaw. Let's do this one. All smooth. So this one we just need to cut this side off. Template up here. Oh, we'll take these over to the bandsaw and cut these little bits off. So now we have two. Let's take them over to the drum sander. Normally we set this up with the whole table, but our router table's in the way, so we're going to just do these two pieces freehand. Nice and smooth. So now we got two smooth pieces. We're going to mark all the edges. We're going to router, and we're going to go fire up the router and get it going. So the next thing we want to do is drill our holes for our mounting screws to the tree or wall we mount it on. Turn it around, get the other side. There you go. That's got that done. Now we are going to router these edges to make them nice. We won't router these because they sit square to the other parts. So you can see now we have the two side pieces, which we can put on here. They're going to be like this. We're going to have the piece for the front. Get our back. So we have our bottom here, which sticks out a little bit. This goes on the bottom like this. The sides go up here like this. So the next piece we're going to go figure out is this roof piece. So we're going to cut a block of wood for that, and let's go measure that and set that up on the bench. So what we're going to do is clamp a few pieces together here. I think this clamp's just big enough. I'm hoping. Yep, just big enough to get in there. So we're going to come in here and keep in mind, we aren't nailing or gluing anything right now. We're just doing this to figure out the roof. And the roof, I'll show you what we have for the roof. We're going to figure that out. I have a piece of tin we're going to put on here like this. But the thing is, we need to have something to support this flippy part out here. So we are going to cut a piece of wood to put across here. So we're going to just get a piece of wood and cut it the length of this, a little bit shyer. So this is our roof on top. What we have to do is come in and notch some of this out so it slides up. So you can see what we're going to do. We're going to notch this out a little bit so it'll slide up. What we might be able to do is just put the angle on it. So if we just look at where the angle needs to be, we know we cut those at 26. So basically we want a 26-degree angle on this surface. So we're going to figure out how we're going to cut that. So here's how we're doing our angle. We're tipping our table saw or our bandsaw. Going to tip that to 26 degrees. Not sure that's exactly where we want it, but we'll double check. I'm going to come in here with this piece here. See if that's the right angle I want. Yeah, that's the angle we want. So that's pretty good. Looks like our board will fit through. Oh, let's go see how this fits. That fits pretty nice, actually. So what we're going to do is we're going to round this edge. So we're going to mark it here. I'm going to come over and mark it right here. And right here, that's where we're going to stop. We're going to do this section, and this section. These areas we're going to router off of that edge. This is like this. So we definitely want to make the underside. So it's this side. So we want to mark this one, and this one. So that's the area we want to do. We marked these two marks on the top so we know where to start on the router. So we'll go back to the router table. That way the birds don't have to deal with a sharp edge. Well, welcome back to my two good hands. Hey, we are here with our glue. We are going to get our glue open. And we're going to put this birdhouse together. Or nesting box, as they call them. So first thing we're going to do, got our nail gun. We do have nails picked out that'll go through the wood. Gonna plug that in. Just set it down on the floor for now. We have a couple of clamps we're going to use to hold things together. What we're going to do is come up here and remember we rounded these, so there's certain ones for certain sides here. So you got to make sure you put them on right. The other thing we got to make sure is where we're going to put the base and everything, where the roof's going to be, so that we're centered. So the first one is going to go right there. So what we're going to do is come in with a pencil. Going to make a little mark here on where we're at. There you go. There we go. Let's move you down so you can see a little better. So we made a little mark, so we know where this goes. Our wood is a little warped, but that's okay. Wood will do that to you. So we're going to put a little bit of glue on here. And tip this up like this. Put it right at that mark. And we're going to put this on there. That seems to work pretty good. Come here, put another one on. Double check our roof. Our roof's going to go here. And it's going to be pretty close to center, so that's good. Now, once you have it like this, you want to make sure your back here is flush. My back here is not quite perfectly flush. It's a little crooked. So things you can do, you can release one of your clamps a little bit and push it so it lines up. There we go. We're lined up good. You take our nail gun and make sure you're lined up square and straight. Once you have a couple nails in, you can take off your clamp and add a few more nails. There we go. We're going to go find some screws. We're going to put this nice little piece of sheet metal on here like this. We're going to go find a couple screws and drill some more holes in here. We'll be back. Well, next thing we want to do is put our metal roof on here. Got our metal roof. We did drill a couple extra holes in it so we can get it on there. And what we want to do is we want to come in here and drill a couple holes just for our screws for pilot holes. So we're going to line this thing up the way we want it. Hold it in place. These we're going to drill on an angle. So we're going to hold it down like this. So we're going to drill it on an angle so it goes in. So we go in there. So its screws don't break out. So we're going to kind of come in here like this and do it like this. There we go. So now it should be a matter of getting our screws in the holes here. Make sure you get them all started first. Make sure you use screws that are short enough that they won't come through and break out through the wood. And here you can see the angle of the screw matches up here so it won't break through. one doesn't seem to be in the right hole. Well, since we seem to be having trouble with that one, we'll tighten these other three, and we'll go back and make sure that one's drilled in the right spot. Then see if that's not right where it needs to be. There we go. So there's your bird house or your bird nesting box for robins, blue jays, those type of birds. It won't actually go in a house. So you can hang these around your place and attract more birds by your feeder. Don't forget, like and subscribe to My Two Good Hands. We'll catch you in the next video. We'll have more projects for outdoors, I'm sure, because summer's coming. Please use the links below to shop Amazon and help support the channel. Thank you.